In today's travel guide, we're talking about all the best snorkeling spots in the whole of Thailand. Thailand is a snorkeler's paradise, and by the end of this video, you'll know all the best locations in the country. Now, before we get started, if you would like your trip planned for you, please get in touch with me through my website, jj-adventures.online. This is a travel company that I run with my wife. We'll help you find all the best hotels and things to do while in Thailand, and we'll make sure you have everything you need to know to get to the best snorkeling sites in Thailand. So before we start the list, I am but one man. These are the 5 best spots that I personally have been to. Now, there are many other spots throughout the country that I'm sure are also amazing. I would like to hear about them too. On this channel, I don't want it to be just me giving my advice about Thailand. I also want to hear from other people. So check out the comments below to see what other people have recommended for snorkeling sites around Thailand. Number 5 on the list for me is Koh Krabby in Phuket. Now, this is best done as part of an island hopping tour. They'll take you to Koh Krabby and Coral Island. Around the part of this island hopping tour, you'll get to snorkel off the boat in Koh Krabby. Now, this is a really cool site. You can see some starfish. You can see some other parrotfish there. The reason it's a little bit lower on my list is that it's quite deep water, so it's not that close to you. However, it's a beautiful spot to snorkel for about 45 minutes. And afterwards, you get to go visit the island, which has an amazing beach and beautiful white sand. So this is one of the best things to do when you're in Phuket. Next up at number 4 is Koh Phi Phi in Krabi. Again, this is best done as part of an island hopping tour. I did it as part of the 4 Islands tour in Krabi. On this tour, you get to visit islands like Koh Gai, Koh Tup, and Koh Poda, and they're all really stunning islands in themselves. One of the highlights, you get to visit Koh Gai, also known as Chicken Island. Here, you'll get to snorkel in pretty shallow waters. I was really surprised at the variety of different fish that you can see at this spot. You can see a lot of colorful fish. There was the banner fish, which is the black and white striped fish. There's lots of them. What I believe are called parrotfish, the really colorful blue and turquoise fish. And the highlight for me was the kind of Nemo fish or the clownfish hiding in the sea anemones. So they had this really bright, vibrant colors, and you can get it really close and they kind of look at you. So this is the highlight for me at Koh Gai. Also, as part of the island hopping tour, you get to go on this island, and this island is really unique because there's a white sandbar that connects Koh Gai and Koh Tup that you can walk across. So there's this really thin, narrow stretch. If you're lucky enough, the tide will be out and you can completely walk across it. When I went, actually, the tide was in a little bit, but you could still walk through shallow water. So I highly recommend doing the 4 Island tour in Krabi. Number 3 on my list is Shark Bay in Koh Tao. Right at the southern point of Koh Tao is Shark Bay, and the bay is aptly named because you get to swim with blacktip reef sharks that roam the area. Blacktip reef sharks are about a meter long, and they're harmless to humans, so you don't need to worry about that. However, even knowing that they're harmless to humans, it's still quite a shock to see a load of sharks pull up out the distance, especially they kind of approach. First it appears like a silhouette, and then suddenly they're up close. So this did freak me out a little bit. They are kind of scared of humans, so they'll quickly swim off those. So you don't get to see them for very long. If you're lucky, there's also a massive green turtle that lives in the area, and he's really huge. I'm not exactly sure how big he is, but he's at least a meter long. He's absolutely huge. Apart from that, I didn't notice a lot of other fish though, which is why I only made number 3 on the list. Number 2 is Sunset Beach on Koh Lipe. Now, Koh Lipe is one of the more difficult islands to get to. However, it's really worth it. It's actually probably got the best snorkeling I've ever seen just off the coast. Now, the whole island has places to snorkel, so it's really amazing. Anywhere you go on the island, you get good snorkeling. To be exact, the place that was the best was not actually Sunset Beach itself. It was a small beach just off there, and right off there was just coral reef for miles. You can see here in this clip we're snorkeling, there's no one else around, and it just went on and on and on. There were lots of fish around. So this spot is so high on the list because you could just go out there early in the morning, be completely alone, just surrounded by fish. Now, number 1 on my list of top snorkeling spots in Thailand is Shark Point in Koh Phi Phi. So why does this make number 1 on the list? Well, personally, I think this has the biggest variety of fish that I've ever seen. A lot of these fish I'd only ever seen when diving before, and this is kind of a similar experience. I saw some huge jellyfish, some of the biggest jellyfish I've ever seen, so please be careful there. It's called Shark Point. Again, it has the blacktip reef sharks that I spoke about earlier, the ones in Koh Tao. I found these ones to come even closer though, so that was even more special. I saw some huge starfish, some bright blue neon colored starfish, and all the different kinds of fish that you can think of here. The sharks like it because there's a bit of a current. I would recommend wearing a life jacket when you're in there because the current does get quite strong, so it can take you away, especially when you're trying to swim against it. This is not far from the coast. You can actually swim out there yourself if you're staying on the nearby beach. However, that's not the more popular beach. It's more commonly done as part of an island hopping tour where you'll go visit places like Monkey Island as well. And it's usually the first stop because it is on the main island. So that's all from the list of the top 5 snorkeling spots in the whole of Thailand. Again, I'd love to hear yours. Please let me know in the comments below which spots you think I've missed out so other people can learn from that too. After watching this video, how about you check out these travel guides for the top things to do in Thailand's best beach locations.